Here's a detailed look at some trending women's issues in the United States. Reproductive rights. The overturning of Roe v. Wade in 2022 has led to significant legislative changes across states, with many enacting stricter abortion laws. Advocacy groups are mobilizing to protect reproductive rights, and discussions around access to contraception and healthcare services are intensifying. Some states have introduced measures to protect abortion rights, while others have seen increased restrictions, leading to a patchwork of access that disproportionately affects low-income women. Workplace equity. The gender pay gap continues to be a critical issue, with women earning significantly less than men for the same work. Advocacy for equal pay legislation is gaining momentum, particularly in light of the COVID-19 pandemic's impact on women in the workforce. Following the #MeToo movement, there's an ongoing focus on sexual harassment in the workplace. Many organizations are reassessing their policies and training programs to create safer work environments. Calls for better parental leave policies and more flexible work arrangements are increasing as many women juggle work and family responsibilities. Gender-based violence. There has been a surge in initiatives aimed at raising awareness about domestic violence, especially during the pandemic when rates reportedly increased. Many organizations are providing resources and support for survivors. Efforts to educate about consent and prevent sexual assault on college campuses and in workplaces continue to be vital areas of focus. Mental health issues among women are increasingly being recognized, particularly related to societal expectations, body image, and work-life balance. Campaigns to reduce stigma and promote mental health resources are growing. There's a push for better access to mental health care services for women, especially those in marginalized communities. The concept of intersectionality is gaining traction, highlighting how race, class, and sexuality intersect with gender issues. This has led to more inclusive feminist movements that consider diverse experiences and challenges. Activism is increasingly centering the voices and experiences of women of color, LGBTQ+ women, and those from lower socioeconomic backgrounds. Political representation. Women in politics. Advocacy for increased representation of women in political offices continues, with various organizations supporting women candidates. The 2022 midterm elections saw a record number of women running for office. Legislation impacting women. Ongoing discussions focus on how laws affecting women's rights are influenced by political representation, particularly in areas like reproductive health and workplace protections. Healthcare access. Maternal health. There's a growing concern about maternal mortality rates, particularly among Black women, which are significantly higher than those of white women. Efforts are being made to improve access to quality prenatal and postnatal care. General health services. Access to comprehensive health care, including reproductive and preventive services, remains a critical issue, particularly in rural areas and among marginalized populations. Cultural representation, media, and arts. There is an increasing demand for diverse and authentic representations of women in media, film, and literature. Advocacy for stories that reflect the experiences of women from various backgrounds is becoming more prominent. Body positivity movement. The body positivity movement is gaining traction, promoting acceptance of all body types and challenging societal standards of beauty. These issues reflect the dynamic landscape of women's rights in the U.S. and the ongoing efforts to address systemic inequalities.